Hello, 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 and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let me just get a few things set up here. We'll wait for everybody to get in. Okay. Good morning, Alicia. And by the looks of it, the chat is working again good. I'm able to put your chats up. Yay! Because the last live, I was not able to put, they weren't showing up on my restream, but they are now. So good morning, K Mitch. Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. So there's something that I wanted to show you guys. I've been flipping out, and I know a lot of other YouTube creators have been freaking out because lately, not only has our chat been messing up, thank you for that, Des. I will pin that. Thank you, thank you. Not only has our chat been messing up and text has been messing up. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, my love. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in so long. Good to see you. So a lot of creators have been really freaking out over this. Like our videos weren't uploading, and then when they did upload, it said it was still processing, so certain functions wouldn't be available. All this stuff has been messing up on YouTube lately. Now you can go on YouTube and you can search for this. That YouTube added 30 new features apparently. I haven't really seen any of them yet. They have, I guess they're not released here in Canada yet, but in the US they are. So they did an overhaul, and when they did, there's something that's kicked in, and I'm going to show you guys. Okay, let me just share this. People have been saying like they've been unable to share screen. What the hell? They've seen their income because people think that YouTubers make a lot of money, right? They don't. Especially on the ads, they don't. I've noticed that YouTube is putting a lot more ads into things and stuff like that, but we're not really benefiting by it, right? Good morning, RR. Good morning. And I'm going to show you guys something. It's going to flip you out. So there's Des saying good morning to Rose. And a lot of YouTubers are saying, like, big channels are saying that they seen their revenue drop by like 40%. So everybody knows that YouTubers, when they get a super chat, ads, stuff like that, YouTube keeps 30%. Okay, so if you do a super chat, say $100 super chat, we're only getting $70 of it. YouTube gets $30 of it, right? Well, this is what's happening now because YouTube and Google and everything is like Android stuff. Android is owned by, I guess, Google and YouTube, or not YouTube, but the Google, whoever these big wigs are, right? They're somehow interconnected. So I went on a deep dive looking into it. Look at this, you guys. I've been trying to keep things together, waiting for results for my father. He may have cancer. Oh my gosh, Rose, I am so sorry. Let me, why? Show? Come on. There we go. I am saying an extra prayer for your dad. I'm praying hard for your dad that things come back and that he is cancer free. Big prayers going out to you. I'm saying extra prayers today, tomorrow, the next days until you get the results. I'm going to be praying hard for your dad. Hello, Alicia. Yes, our healing prayers. Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to show you guys, you got all my strength, Rose. I am sending you my strength. I am praying extra hard. I am going to say extra prayers for you and your dad. Know that I'm with you and there in spirit. I wish I could be there right now to give you a big hug. We're having trouble even getting across the border anymore, so it oh, I'm not going to go political, but I'm not impressed. My sister sent me a gift and they charged me tariffs on it. Okay. Sending me a gift, a $25 gift. That was the value we said it was. And they charged me tariffs on it. So, anyway, you got all us here too, Rose. Don't ever forget that. We are here for you too. We are family. We are family and we are here for you. Know that you got the strength of all of us here too. We love you too. We love you too. Make sure you give her uh yeah, tell her to give you Rose, give Des a text message or a call because she's got a new phone number. I do not want you putting your new phone number here, Des, please. Do not do that. Rose, give Des a call so she can give you her new phone number because after Friday, her number won't be working. Okay, so I'm going to show you what is happening. And a lot of YouTubers don't even know this yet. So let me share this with you. Let me go big screen with this. How can I go big with this? Come on. Nope. Nope. I guess this is it. This is as big as I can make it. Okay, so for people who are using iPhones, look at this. When a viewer purchases a super chat on Apple iPhones, iOS device, YouTube retains 30% of the revenue and an additional 30 is deducted by Apple as an App Store fee. This means the creator share is ultimately reduced to only 49%. So out of a $100 super chat, I would get $49. Apple is taking another 30%. So right off the hop, Apple, you can see right here, Apple takes 30% cut, and then YouTube takes 30% of what's left, which then the creator gets 70% of the remainder, which is only $49. So here it is here. Example based on a $100 donation, initial donation $100, Apple's cut, they take $30 right away. The amount remaining after Apple's cut is $70. YouTube takes 30% of that, which is $21. The final payment for creators, look at this, is $49. So we're losing 60%. Apple takes 30%, and then YouTube takes 30%. Now I'm going to show you on Android devices. That doesn't apply to Android devices. So it only applies to people who purchase super chats on iOS, which is Apple devices. And it says here, right here in blue, when a viewer uses an Android device or web browser to purchase a super chat, only YouTube standard 30% cut is applied and the creator receives the remaining 70%. Okay. And then on Android devices, YouTube does not pass on credit card fees or anything like that, but Apple does. So if purchases are made by Android devices, we only lose the 30% that we're supposed to be losing, the YouTube standard 30% cut on Android devices. But on Apple devices, Apple takes 30% and then YouTube takes 30%. Which is crazy. That explains why we are losing so much. So it's like if somebody buys, if somebody donates $25 on an Apple for a mini read, I'm lucky if I get $6 of it. So it's crazy. I don't know how I'm going to work around this, you guys. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. But it's really disheartening because we work hard for what we do, especially like doing videos and reads and stuff like that. It takes like 4 hours because I got to do my meditation. I got to clear my cards. Then I do the read. Then I've got to upload and edit and this and that. Do the thumbnail. Do the description. Do the links. It's for a 20-minute read. It takes me about 4 to 5 hours of work just to have Apple take 30%. You know what I mean? If anybody donates, like it's crazy. Whereas Android devices, they don't do that. And like, what is Apple doing? Nothing. All they're doing is processing the super chat, right? Oh, hang on a sec, you guys. Hang on a sec, guys. Excuse me. Hang on, you guys. Okay, just give me 2 minutes, you guys. All right, sorry about that, you guys. I just had my neighbor come over needing something, so. All right. Oh. Okay. So anyway, I forget where I was now. Let me just turn off my phone. We'll turn off the ringer. Whoops. There. Ringer is off. Everybody knows I do my mini reads on Sundays, but my phone starts going crazy. As soon as it seems I start doing reads, my phone goes crazy. Okay. Yes, they are. It's like, Rose, it's crazy. And it's like, um, Unspoken Butterfly gave me a really huge donation last week or the week before, a $300 donation. And I lost 60% of it. I think I got $140 out of 300. 30% went to Apple and 30% went to YouTube. So I was pissed. They should be paying you. Right? Yeah. Alicia says, yeah, I've had one iPhone and that was it for me. Yeah. I was actually, my sister, she's in here. But I told her, I says, when my contract's up for the phone that I have now, because I have this, I have the Samsung. Excuse me. And I told her, I says, I'm going to change to Apple. And she says, are you crazy? Don't you dare. But, well, now I know why, right? She said, all I want is prayers from my father. I don't think I'm strong enough with all this cancer talk. You're good. You're good, Rose. You got it from us. We are supporting you. We are here for you, and we will be your strength, and you will get through this. Rose says, I had Apple. I have Apple, and it's overrated. Yeah. Um, you know what? YouTube taking the money. It's not even YouTube anymore. Like YouTube, every creator knows we signed that contract saying that we agree for them to take the 30%. I get it. They have to make their money. I get it. I'm using their platform, right? If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't be able to bring this to you. So I get it. And I was okay with them taking the 30%. But then when we started, like a lot of it, especially the big creators, like that make mega money, they're seeing like a huge drop in their revenue. Well, this is why. This is what Apple's doing. Apple is now taking 30% of all super chats. So you're losing 60%. Yeah, and it's not YouTube doing it. It's YouTube takes their 30%, but Apple right off the hop takes their 30% too. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. Yeah, no Apple here either. I will never go to Apple. Des is sending you prayers too, Rose. Good morning, Nana. Well, thank you, Rose. They all broke. They all broke. Like, look at how short this one broke off. Boom, broke right there. Like, my nails are usually really long and I've got to cut them often, but all my nails have been breaking. It happens at the beginning of fall and it happens in spring. I don't know why my nails start getting brittle, but all summer long they're nice. All winter long they're nice. But spring and fall, my nails go brittle for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's a change in what you eat. I don't know. Yeah. Yep. Oh, thank you, Rose. I appreciate you. Okay, so we're gonna get the card shuffled up. There's been a lot going on, you guys, in certain areas in the true crime community. There hasn't really been a lot that I can do reads and stuff on. I was gonna do a read on the Charlie Kirk shooting to try and see who did it and stuff like that, but they caught the guy right away, right? So I didn't do one on that. There isn't really much going on with cases that I can see. I was still waiting for Kate to send me some stuff, but I haven't seen anything yet. But I did do a read that I was asked to do. Um, I just posted that this past week, so go and check that out. but there's really nothing going on. I think right now the internet is oversaturated with Charlie Kirk, with what's going on there. And I just don't want to be that person that just drags out coverage of it just to get clicks and views. I'm not that type of person. But there are some people that are latching onto it, or and saying the same stuff over and over and over and over, and begging for super chats and everything and whatever. I don't like that kind of coverage. You know what I mean? Cover it. Yes, it was a very important event. Cover it. The shooter was caught. Cover that, and then leave it be. Like, let the family heal. But there's certain creators out there that are just ringing it for every little bit of, I don't know. I just don't agree with it. There's the same creator with the Brian Koberger thing goes over the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over every night. It's the same thing with the Brian Koberger. I went out there and I videotaped the path, and I'm going to show you the path he took. This creator has shown that consistently almost every night. How Brian Koberger came in the house, where he went, for the same thing over and over, and begging for donations and screaming at people in the chat if they don't donate. And it's like ignorant and rude and stuff like. I don't agree with that. Stop milking it. It was a tragedy. Let these families start to heal. When I bring up Brian Koberger, it's because something new has happened. But this one creator keeps rehashing everything that has already happened, that he's already shown about 20 million times, and just rehashing it over and over and over, and begging for chats, and I can't donate to these certain people this month because of you guys, and you guys aren't giving me money. And it's sickening, you guys. Sickening to see stuff like that. So, yeah. Here, I will never, ever do that. The only time that I'm going to go live with something or do a video is if there's something new. Now, even with the Barry Morphew thing, I haven't even gone live with that yet. I think I will go live just to give our take on it. I'm going to try and get my brother and Martin back on for another live and go over. Barry Morphew has been released from jail on bond. So I think I'm going to go over that. That is something new. So we will go over that, but I want to get Martin and Kurt on with me because they know a lot about this. And I know Martin knows who come up with that money to get him the bond, right? But anyway, we'll see. But like I said, unless Willow, you should still do a read to be sure they have the right person and the only one. I believe they do, Nana. I mean, it's on video, right? They have video of him doing it and running away in the whole 9 yards. Prosecutor Thompson had all the power and he did nothing. I agree. Yep. Rose, I can't believe he's released either. And he knows now he's cooked, right? And there goes snap again. What the hell? My YouTube studio keeps snapping out on me. It goes, oh, snap. Something went wrong. Anyway, it's back up there now. Yeah, I don't know what is going on there because now I got to get this all set again. Okay. He has nothing to lose now. He knows he's toast. They found her body. They found the BAM in her system. Like, he's got nothing to lose. He's transferred all his money and property to Mallory, so yeah, Barry Morphew is out of jail. He was released on the 19th on the $3 million bond. So I think what happened is somebody put up the $300,000 to, I don't know. I want to go over it with Kurt and Martin. I don't know if they paid the $300,000 fee to bondsmen or a few people got together and put up $3 million worth of property, right? We don't know what just happened. I don't know if we can find out that. If anybody can find out, it'll be Martin and Kurt. So can you do a reading on Prosecutor Thompson and why he did not ask for weapons used or DP back on table? I think he was scared. If you want my honest opinion, RR, I think he was scared. He just wanted that conviction before he retired. And with all these Brian Koberger supporters, I think that he was scared because all it takes is one, right? I think he was scared. I think they had more than enough evidence, so I don't know what he was scared of. But they had more than enough evidence. And he could have been facing the death penalty. And why they didn't allocate him, I don't know. Why he didn't have to give at least a proffer of some kind, I don't know. But it's the defense that went to Brian Koberger, to the prosecutor for Brian Koberger. They're the ones that wanted the deal. Bill Thompson could have said, we'll take the death penalty off the table if he pleads guilty and tell us where the murder weapon and the clothes that he wore are. Even if they would have just gotten that. You know what I mean? And if he doesn't give up where the murder weapon is and where he disposed of the clothes, because if he's going to plead guilty, what does that even matter? He's pleading guilty. Give up where the knife and the clothes are, right? We're not asking you to give us your whole plan on how it happened, how you carried it out, why all this. Give us the knife and the clothes. But they didn't even ask for that, which is beyond me. If you're pleading guilty, you can give up the murder weapon and where you stashed your clothes. You know what I mean? You're pleading guilty to it. We're not asking you to tell us, how long you planned this, what you did, where you did it. No, give us the murder weapon and the clothes. And they didn't even ask for that. And that, to me, is ridiculous. And the only reason I think he wasn't going to give that was because he's planning this appeal. Now, Bill Thompson turned around and said, well, we're not going to ask for it because he's probably not going to tell the truth anyway. Well, no, the deal doesn't happen until you go and retrieve the knife and the clothes. That's the only way the deal goes through. We get the murder weapon, we get the clothes, the deal goes through. Otherwise, no deal. We're going to trial, right? So I don't think I even got to do a reading on that. I mean, I could. It would be something good. Let me write it down on Bill Thompson. We could do that. RR. I think I've got one of those stink bugs. Hang on. I don't know if it's on the inside or outside of my window. It's on the inside. I don't know how he got in my house. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. Anyway, sorry. I don't like bugs. And I'm sitting here and I can see this stink bug on my window. And I thought it was outside, but it wasn't. It was inside. Okay, Mitch says, what? Courtney, I got you. Let me just get you written down just in case we lose. And you want to hear from Mike. I got you. Hey, Miss Missy. Oh, don't tell me that my chat is not coming over onto my restream again. Oh my gosh. Hang on a sec, you guys. Hang on, I've got to reload this because I'm not getting As soon as my thing went snap, I lost my chat coming up on my restream. Let's see if that brought it back. It did not. Damn it. The last message I can see on my restream is the one from RR. Damn it. I don't know why it is doing it like that, you guys. I can see it up on my studio, but it's not coming up on my restream now. Oh, here we go again. Okay, let me leave here and I will come back in and see if that fixes it. Don't go anywhere, you guys. You're going to see me disappear for a minute, but let me just exit and come back. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Okay. Let me see if I got... No, my chat's not going to come back up on my restream. So once again, I can't put your comments on the screen. On my YouTube, it went snap. It gave me a snap screen, and now I've lost the chat coming over onto my restream, which is pissing me off. Okay, let me just see. I got to look into that. No, and it won't fix, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on... Here's Miss Missy. I got you. And you want the black deck? I got you. Yeah, it's not coming up on my restream. And Miss Missy been a member for 50 months. 50 months. Thank you, Missy. Thank you. And Kate Bell, 31 months. Again, you guys, I can't put chat up on the screen again. Something happened with the YouTube studio. It went snap and my screen went blank, so I had to reload it. And when I reloaded it, now I don't have it up here. Let me see if I can get out of this totally. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm going to get out of it totally, and I'm going to reload it and see if I can't get it back up. Okay. Okay, let me see now if chat comes up here. No. I don't know what it did, but now it's not coming up on my... You can see here, you guys. See, I can see up to this point. That's the only chat that I can see. And you can see RR is the last one that's come up on my chat. Kate says, I'm still looking into cases. Okay. So that's the last one I can see on my restream that I can put up on screen. For some reason, YouTube is not sending the new chats from that one on over to my restream, and I don't know why. But anyway, I've got it up on my studio, so I will be watching over on my other screen for anybody that does put in for a mini. So let's get started on the mini reads. We got Des up first. So I don't have chat in front of me anymore, you guys, so I will check the chat over on the other screen there in between reads. Okay, let's go. Okay, Des, what do we got for Des? What do we got for Des? There it is. Blue and blue, back off. Oh boy. So we got the voodoo doll. This is like back off, like I've had enough. This is like a stress level like you wouldn't believe with the voodoo and blue. Let's see what it's about. Let's see what it's about. Somebody's out to try and sabotage. It's usually like when the voodoo comes up. But this is also like, I've had enough, back off, leave me alone or else type thing. But let's see where this is coming from. There's one. Let's see. Impossible things, working through disbelief and a fresh perspective. Let's get one more, please. And there it is. Oh, there's another one, and I will take it. Usually you only get two here, but let's take it. Oh boy. Finding the lesson. See this? Look at this. Exiting out the back door. Everybody talking. Everybody in somebody's business. Set your course. Having a plan and going in the right direction. Okay. With this, okay, especially this voodoo and blue, this is like back off. Let me move my mic a bit there so I'm not hitting it. I'm feeling like somebody is about to pull a heavy. I've got the impossible things here, like tired of dealing with certain things. There's a new perspective. Somebody's going to bring out something new. There's been a lot of chat and talk about this. Like, this is all about finding the lesson, finally learning a lesson. And I feel like this is going to be with what's coming up for you this week. I feel like with this, I'm still getting that there's something here that we don't know about yet. The impossible things. He's up to something. And look at him just taking off out the door and letting everybody else deal with the shit that's gonna fall from this. But you've got to learn a lesson from this. So whatever this is that he is going to pop up with this week, that you thought, no way, he would never do this, he can't do this, it could never happen. Whatever this is that is about to happen, you're going to have to learn a lesson from this. And there's going to be a lesson here to learn. So like, whereas I find a lot of times you're naive, kind of like, no, come on. Like, I know he'll do certain things, but he would never do that. He's going to do that. Okay. Setting your course. This is going in a new direction. So you have to, once this is all said and done this week, there's a new direction you're going to have to go in. Let's see what it's all about. Whatever. Oh my gosh. Like, look at the goosebumps. This has been coming up for a couple of weeks now, Des, about this impossible things, like the things that you didn't think were ever going to be possible are, and I don't think it's going to be in a good way. We're going to get clarification. And it's going to be like, okay, now leave me alone. You, look at what you've done to me now. Leave me the hell alone or else. Wow. Okay. And I believe this is going to be you. It's like, leave me the frig alone now. Like, how dare you do what you just did? Leave me the hell alone. Okay, so the impossible things. What is this about? What is these impossible things about? What is he attempting? There's two. The Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles to me sometimes is like something about self-employment, a new job. This is like a new job. Like, is he planning on saying, I'm going to quit my job? I'm going to do something new? Or is he going to bring up something about a job? So this is all centering around money. The High Priestess. You should have seen this coming. I don't like these two together. The High Priestess with the Eight of Pentacles. Because this is practicing something new. This is like getting a new job. This is like self-employment, something like that. It's something about money that's going to be brought up with this impossible things. And with the High Priestess, it's like, you should have seen this coming. Something about money, and you should have seen this coming. The lesson. What's the lesson? It's almost like you thought you were going to pull one over on me. Well, I've got something for you. Sorry for that noise, you guys, if you can hear it. That's my neighbor starting up their motorcycle. Okay, finding the lesson. What is the lesson? Tell us what the lesson is that he expects you to learn from this. Please don't go on the ground. The Three of Wands. A delayed opportunity. This is a delayed opportunity. Finding the lesson. A delayed opportunity. And it's, oh my gosh. Chill out. I don't know. Could you guys hear that? And this is like a failure. Failing at something. This is failing at something. Like, you thought you were going to pull one over. Again, like this. You thought you were going to pull one over on me. But no, I'm the one that's going to be standing tall. You didn't see this coming. This is lack of foresight too, right? And I've already got it here. Like, you didn't even see this coming. You should have seen it coming, but you didn't. And the lack of foresight is you chose to ignore it almost. But here I am. There's a lesson. And then the moon. This is deceptions, lies and deceptions. So there's going to be some lies and deceptions that go along with this. I feel like there's things that are going to be hidden, but there's also things that are going to be shown that you never thought would ever come out. Setting your course. This is going in another direction now, once this is said and done. So he's about to do something that you have no... You should have seen it coming, but here is lack of foresight. You didn't look for it, or you ignored the red flags, because this is lack of foresight too. A delayed opportunity. You didn't think that you would fail at this, but you are. And look at, here he is walking out with everybody else just sitting there going, what the fuck, right? And the moon coming into this too, it's like a deception. So he's gonna lie his way through this, and I think the judge is gonna believe him. So whatever this game is that he's got, that he's about to play, it's not going to be good. There's another one that just fell out. This is for setting your course. And this is, you're going to have to get a plan in motion, because things are going to go in a totally different direction. And we've got the Queen of Swords. That's already come out here. The Queen of Swords in reverse. This is somebody that is very manipulative. Oh, here's one here. The Six of Cups, stuck in the past, regret. Somebody's going to go into denial. So yeah, this is going to be setting your new course. You're going to have to go in a totally different direction. I feel like with what he was planning on doing, I don't want to say too much because I don't know who's watching right now. But once this happens, he's moving on to the next phase. So it's almost like, because of this, this is what I'm doing now, and I have every right to do it. And I think you know what I mean. I think money. What's he going to do to bring in some more money? I think he's going to get rid of the house. Once this is said and done, he's either going to take back the house or he's going to sell it, put it up for sale. And it's going to be like the courts have given them the okay to do that. Because this is like, with the Six of Cups in reverse, this is like being stuck in the past. Are you regretting now what you did or what you tried to do? You're going to regret it. And you're going to have to let go, and don't stop being in denial about what's about to happen and that you didn't know or suspect that this is coming. This is very manipulative and rude, is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So with these two and setting your new course, this is going in a totally different direction. So I do feel like that is what his main objection right now is, to get rid of that house. I don't think he even wants to move back into it. I think he just wants to get rid of it. And he's going to do what he has to do to achieve that. Soulmates, the soul connection partnership agreement. It's talking about the agreement. Look at the mask, hiding behind the mask. This is gaslighting. This is not showing your true feelings or intentions. I think he's been just leading you as much as he could. Look at the coffin. This is an ending and a new beginning, which did come out here, that you're going to have to go in a totally different direction. Things are going to change a lot for you. The Sword and the Rose. This is clarity, truth, force. Right? Clarity, truth, and force. He's going to force your hand. He's going to force your hand. He's going to force the sale of that house. And I feel like the two of you are going to be on your own. There's something here, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is that he's about to attempt to do, but it's going to work. It's going to work. And he's going to manipulate and everything until he gets exactly what he wants. I think you're going to be really disappointed this week. From what I'm seeing is like he's walking away and the women here are just left battling. Talking about like, what the F just happened. This is not going to be good. This week is not going to be good, sister. Be prepared and prepare yourself for it, because he has something up his sleeve that he's about to pull. And it's like, you should have seen it coming, but you didn't, because you ignored red flags. Thank you, Mama. I'm going to put Mama up here on my phone. That's horrible, Des. I wish now I never even did that read. That is horrible. And I'm trying to think of what it could be that he has up his sleeve. I'm going to pull cards on it. Once I'm done the mini reads today, I'm going to pull some more cards on that. I want to know what he's up to. And I'll share that with you privately. So be prepared for a call as soon as I've done my minis, because I'm going to do it as soon as we're done here and see if we can figure out what he's up to. Okay, Courtney. And Courtney wants to hear from Mike. Thank you, Alicia. She says, please hit that like button. Okay, Courtney, let's see what we got for you. Got something in my eye now. Great. It is, Rose. I'm looking over. That's why I'm messing up I'm looking over here at the chat. Rose says this is horrible. He must maybe use someone else to help him. Yeah, there's something. It's come out the last few reads, Rose. But okay, Courtney. Let's see what we got for Courtney. Whoop! I did that, or I would have kept them out, Courtney. Okay, let's see what we got for Courtney. And Courtney wants to hear from Mike. What do we got for Courtney, please? Two Little Witches, space clearing time. Time to clean things up. See this, the Two Little Witches. This is about cleaning. What I'm getting right now is cleaning out my closet. You know that song? Cleaning out my closet. I forget the song, but that's the verse and I know the song. Cleaning out my closet. Time to get rid of things that no longer serve you. Let's get some clarification on this for you, Courtney. Two for Courtney, please. Some clarification on what this is. Setting your course, going in the right direction, changing directions. It's a second time, second read, second time that's come out today. New season. Time to clean out the closets and get past her. Again, look at this. Impossible things. But we've got the main is Two Little Witches. This is about space clearing. We got Set Your Course that just came out in Dez's read, and Impossible Things that came out in Dez's read. That's also coming out in yours. This is getting a fresh perspective. Okay. It's going to mean two different things because of, I'm going to get one more. And if the third card that comes out is the same as Dez's, I'm throwing in the cards. Very rare that, there we go. Such a curious dream. Thank gosh. Okay, so I took another one for you too, Courtney, just to see, because these two cards came out in Dez's read too. But because this is the main part of your read here, the Two Little Witches, these are going to have some kind of different meaning, okay? And we'll get the clarification cards on each of these too. So the Two Little Witches, this is about, it's time to clean things out. This is time to move on or put things to rest that no longer serve you or things that you can't do anything about. It's time to move on from that. That's what it's telling me. So with that, we've got setting your course. This is make a plan to go in a different direction. So let's get rid of all the baggage from the past. We can't do nothing to change it. All we can do is learn from it. There's going to be things that you're going to have to let go that you may not even be ready to let go of, but for your own peace of mind and being able to move forward, you've got to let these things go. I think there's some things here that are never going to be resolved, no matter what you do, what you try to do, how you try to maybe, how can I say this? I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. It's like, no matter what you do, you're never going to please certain people. Okay. So what I'm getting here is it's just time to move on. Leave it in the past, move on for it, set a new course, set a new direction of what you want to go and do the direction you want to go in. And that direction should not be including this crap from the past that there's nothing that you can do to change it. There's nothing that you can do to please these people. I feel like there's two, because there's two here. There's two people that you're constantly either battling with, and I'm not saying fist fighting and stuff, but it's a constant battle. And it seems to me, and this is only what I'm getting from my cards, it seems to me you feel like, okay, I'll give an inch. And when you give an inch, they just want more. So to me, it's you're never going to be able to please these two people. Whatever you do is never going to be enough. Each time you give, they want more. That's never going to change. So it's time to just leave it in the past, move on from it, and lesson learned, right? Setting a new course, this is going in a new direction. Okay, so from today on, I'm not dealing with you no more. This is the direction. I've got to rebuild my own life. I've got to set, you know, a year or 2 years down the line, like a 1 or 2 year plan, even a 5 year plan. This is where I want to be in a year, 2 years, and that is not going to include dealing with this anymore. I'm leaving this in the past, setting a new direction for yourself, just letting it go. No matter what comes up, just leave it go. As long as it's not going to affect you legally or personally, you got to just leave it go. You're never going to be able to please these two. So let it go. And if that means cutting ties and burning bridges, that's what I think you're going to have to do to be able to move forward. Impossible things, a fresh perspective. I feel like once you leave this behind and you just cut the tie, I'm not dealing with it no more. I've done enough. I'm not doing anymore. So stop coming to me. Stop complaining, whatever, because I'm not doing anything more. I feel once that happens, you're going to have a whole new perspective on what you can do now for yourself, putting all your energy into moving forward where you want to be in a year from now, 2 years, 5 years, right? Such a curious dream. This is like returning to the reality. Okay. And I believe that the reason that this come out is you've got to accept that no matter how much you want this to just be smoothed over and work out and just let's make a final ending to this and leave it on good terms, that's not going to happen. Okay, as much as you may have wanted it to end on good terms or this situation to be over and everybody be happy, it's not going to happen. So it's time to move on. You got to start coming back to reality and start doing what you can do for yourself. Okay, so let's get some clarification on this, please. Clarification on setting your course. I've already got a pretty good in-depth, but we're going to get at least one on each of these. Setting your course. Why is that there? Oh, there it is right there. The Ten of Swords, okay? This is about the betrayal. So even though you haven't been able to, I don't want to say get revenge, but you haven't seen the karma yet from the betrayal, because I feel with these two, there was also a betrayal there. And it's almost like you've gotten to the point where it's like, I'm just defeated. I just feel, forget it. I'm giving it up. But the Ten of Swords is also telling me it's time for you to give this up. Like I said, there's nothing that you're going to be able to say or do that is ever going to please these two. So you just got to cut it off. Quit trying. Remember the betrayal. Remember that betrayal and don't ever let it happen again. And I feel like sometimes you're betraying yourself by allowing it to continue, because all you're doing is allowing them to continue to manipulate you and hurt you. Okay? You got to cut the ties. The impossible things, this is like getting a new perspective, right? Let's get a clarification card on there. Here we go. Whoops. Come on. Hang on. My cards did not want to. Okay. The Seven of Wands. This is like in reverse. Well, we've got impossible things. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, let me just say this. This is about, it generally means being scared of the fight. But I feel in this case, with what's already come out, because you gotta you got to read it together. You don't just read one single card and this is the meaning. It depends on what comes out around it. I feel like if you just look at the card, the Seven of Wands itself, it's like lack of courage, scared to fight, being a pushover. To me, it's the new perspective is getting past this now, is moving on from being scared to lose these people, being scared to fight for what is right for you and being the pushover. Because I feel up to this point, they felt like they had the upper hand and they could say and do whatever they want, and you were just going to comply with it. Well, that has come to an end. And that's the direction that you gotta continue to go in. Stop being a pushover, stop giving in to these people. Because like I said over here, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do that's ever going to be good enough. And with the Seven of Wands coming out in reverse, it's like they treated you like a pushover. They thought that you were weak, that you would never, make this change. And I feel like it is time for this change. I believe that you're going to have to cut all ties with this until they're willing to be reasonable and let this go. Like you've done enough. I feel like you just have to stay the hell away from them, go in a totally different direction. So, such a curious dream. This is about getting back to yourself. This is about returning to reality and now doing for you. Let's see what's there. What is going to come with that, please? What's going to come? Oh, you got two. We got the Three of Pentacles. This is all about learning. Just starting to do things for yourself, and it's going to take you in a totally different direction. And I feel there's money to be had here too. So I think like using all your energy dealing with all this garbage over here, once that's left in the past, I feel like there's going to be some doors that are open for you where not only are you going to start enjoying what you do, but you have a money making opportunity here too. We've got the Hermit. This is searching for the truth. I feel like you're going to have to accept what you've already learned, right? You're going to see a whole different side of these people when you do this cutting of ties. You're going to see a whole new truth emerge, right? Don't let them draw you back in, because I feel with the Hermit coming out, it's almost like they're going to try and use your, I'm going to say, good heart or your ability to forgive and forget. They're going to try and use that to draw you back into this. Don't let that happen. Stick to yourself, because I do see things moving in a good direction for you where there's going to be an opportunity here. And with the learning of everything, you're going to learn so much with the way they act when you do this cutoff. Their true colors are going to really show. Not that you didn't know some of them, even more are going to pop up. Give me a second. You're going to learn something totally new, because I feel like in a heat of anger or something like that, something's going to slip that they had been hiding. Okay. Something's going to slip out. So keep to yourself. And I'm not saying like isolate yourself, but keep away from these people that have caused you the harm. Oh, you want to hear from Mike. But I do see good things happening, but you got to leave this in the past, okay? Nothing, you can't do anything. Nothing is ever going to be good enough. So move on in your own way. Distance yourself from people who need you more than you need them, type thing. And go on your merry way, because I do see something popping up for you here where there's going to be an opportunity for you to be creative and even earn some extra money. It could turn into some kind of business venture. Okay, Mike, do you have a message, please, for Courtney? Message. This one wants to come out, so I'm going to take it. But I want one to come out on its own, too. Mike, do you have a message, please, for Courtney? Oh, gosh, we got a whole bunch. He has a lot to say this week. Fixing these because I knocked these. I'm such a klutz this morning, you guys. Okay, so The one that I said that I felt wanted to come out, there's no time where I am. Time is only on earth. He's sending you all his love. And he's sorry. He feels like he didn't have enough time with you here on earth. Okay. And where he is, it's like there's no time. Like time doesn't matter anymore. But he wishes now that he would have had more time with you here on earth. And he's sending you all his love with this red rose in this time capsule here. He's letting you know that he's with the rest of the family and there's a child. He's bringing out this child that he says, don't worry, I am with the youngin' too, with the rest of the family, but he's also with the young child. He's bringing forth this young child. I want you to remember him by the happy times. He wants you to look at the pictures of the happy times. He doesn't want you to remember him on his passing. He wants you to remember all the happy times. Take out those pictures and look through them. And when you're doing that, he's going to be sitting right there with you, looking through them too. Look at, I'm here helping you. Okay, so he's never left your side. He is trying to help guide you. I don't know if you are seeing those signs, but he says all you got to do is ask me. Sit in a quiet place and ask me. He's going to try and give you a sign on which way you should go. Don't forget, our loved ones, especially when we ask to hear from a certain person, they're letting you know that they are constantly around you and they see everything. Things that you don't get to see and hear, like conversations between these two and stuff. He sees and hears it all. He's going to be there for you and he's going to help lead you in the direction. He's also going to send you strength to move on and finally wash your hands of this and let it go. Okay? So that is for you, Courtney. I hope you enjoyed that. Get rid of the toxic people in your life, man. They're no good to you. They are no good. We are going to put these in the deck, like split these up because that's twice those things. They come out again, I'm going to lose my shit. Well, not really, but okay, Miss Misty. I lost my first pregnancy. Well, he's with the youngin'. Look at right there. He's with the youngin'. He's letting you know that he's with the youngin' on the other side. And it's almost like the way that card is showing. It's almost like you guys will all meet again. He's already there with the youngin'. And when it's your time to go, you'll be reunited also. But he's letting you know. So there you go. There's your validation that these messages were from him. He's letting you know that that's who he is with. Okay, Miss Missy. Miss Missy. No wonder why he threw a whole bunch out. He had a lot to let you know. Okay, Miss Missy, let's see what we got for you. So if anybody else would like a mini read, please get it in during this read. Otherwise, we will be wrapping it up. Come on, now, we need one for Miss Missy. There it is. Death of the Maiden and the Maiden. Boundaries being violated. Death and the Maiden. This is about boundaries being violated. Invasion of your privacy. So somebody could be looking into you. Somebody could be stalking you. This could be somebody that's looking into personal stuff of you. Let's see. Let's see what comes out with it, Miss Missy. There's one. Oh my gosh. Never jammed today. Promises that never came to be. Empty words and not living in the now. Oh. somebody bringing up your past. That was me. As you can see, my hand just cramped right up like that. Yeah, it's still not fixed, you guys. Look at the big bumps. Still not fixed. And probably doing this with the cards isn't helping. But they're so big, it's the only way I can hold them. There we go. Keep your temper. Let's pull one more. There we go. Okay, this is keeping your temper. And a law is not justice, things that are not fair. I do feel like somebody is looking into you. Somebody is invading your privacy somehow. Now, I don't know if this is somebody who's stalking you, somebody who's watching you, because I got boundaries and invasion and dominance here. See this? Sometimes they have a little meaning down here. Death in the maiden, this is an invasion and boundaries being violated. I feel like somebody is either stalking you or looking into you where they have no business to. The never jam to do. This is promises that aren't kept. This is also somebody not living in the now. So somebody is trying to bring up either something that happened in the past, or somebody is trying to bring up your past to make you look bad. Keeping your temper. Don't allow people to get you angry. And I feel like that's what they are looking to do. They're trying to get you out of character to make you look bad. So it's like, see that? All I did was say, hey, do you remember when we went to that concert, blah, 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 blah? Look at how angry she got. They're trying to get you out of character. They're trying to get a reaction from you. And law is not justice. I feel like you're trying to nip this in the bud. I was going to say blood. Nip it in the bud, but I feel like somebody is going to great lengths to make you either look bad or to try and bring up something from your past for their benefit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Never jam today. Actually, you know what? I want this one. I generally do not get a clarification on this because these are the clarifications, but I want another one on this. Death and the Maiden. What is this one? Four of Pentacles. Somebody who doesn't have control of a situation. This is greed. This is somebody who wants control, and this is over greed of something. Sometimes it has to do with money. Sometimes it has to do with not money, but somebody's own, the way they're seen, the character. I don't know. Somebody's doing this for their own benefit. They're trying to make you look bad and get you out of character. Okay, never jam today. Promises, empty words. Why? Why is that there for Miss Missy? Never jam today. Why is that there? Here we go. We got the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who is very... I want to say this, like in a relationship, this would be like a heartbreaker, but I'm getting almost like this is a troublemaker. This is somebody who is just mean for no reason because they're not happy with themselves. Or this could also be somebody that you said, no, I'm not interested, right? Okay, so keeping your temper. Keeping your temper. Whoa! And we got two that come out. Let's see. We've got the Star. This is somebody who's very insecure with themselves. And it's almost like they're trying to take the heat and look off of them, like people looking at them, and they're trying to well, look at her. Look what she did. Look what she just said. Somebody trying to take the heat off themselves and using you as that scapegoat. And it's like, and they know it's going to piss you off, but that's what they want to do, so they can take, almost like taking heat off them and putting it on you. The Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who does, this is liar, thief. This is somebody who is very, how can you say it? Not just manipulative, but very cunning. Like, even their best friend isn't going to know what they're doing behind the scenes. They're very secretive that way, especially when they're trying to um, rile somebody up or trying to cause trouble. This is somebody that is very cunning, very manipulative, and very cunning. And they are doing all this to take heat off themselves for something. I don't know why. Law is not justice. It's just not fair. So I don't know if you've tried to correct this or get the truth out and people aren't believing you, or somebody's not being held accountable for what they're doing, and you feel like, okay, well, this isn't fair. Like, why aren't you doing something about them? Never mind me, do something about them. And I feel like nothing's being done, that you don't feel like whatever is being done, if anything, it's not fair. The Nine of Pentacles, this is like deceit, failure and deceit. And that goes with the laws, not justice rules that aren't fair. This is like, okay, this person is lying, cheating, stealing, whatever they're doing. They're being deceitful and they have bad intentions. And why aren't they paying the price for it? This is not fair. So I do feel like some kind of exposure has to happen with this person. But I feel like the more they get you riled, the more you come out of character. So the worse it makes you look. And that's what they're doing. So you've got to tone it back a bit. I don't know. They're doing this intentionally, Missy. Like, I don't know why they're doing this to you, but it's not right. And I feel like the more they try to push you out of character, you've got to pull back. Sometimes just not even give a look and just turn around and walk away. Gather your evidence discreetly, because I feel like unless you have solid proof of this is what's going on, if you got to record something without them knowing or whatever, that's what you're going to have to do, because this person is good at what they do with the manipulation and lies and deceits and everything else. That's basically, you're going to have to catch them at their own game. Wow. That's, sorry about that, Missy. Like, twin flames. See, twin flames. You got to throw this back at them. What they're doing, you got to turn it around on them, because they're not expecting that. They're expecting you to just keep trying to defend yourself and get angrier and angrier and get out of character. You got to turn it around and use their tactics against them. Do to them what they're doing to you. Right? Like, if somebody's invading your privacy, invade theirs. Turn it around and do it quietly behind the scenes, and then come with your, well, look at this. This is what they've really been doing, right? Abundance. Keeping a positive mindset and manifesting exactly what you want, right? That's where you're going to win. That's what you got to do. You got to turn this around on them, and whatever they're doing to you, you got to turn it around and do the same thing back to them. And you got to do it stealth, so they don't know what's happening until it's too late, and you can expose them for what they are. So that is for you, Missy. Like, I feel like, I hope this isn't work related again, Missy, because I vaguely, you know my memory, but I vaguely remember, and I think you changed jobs. So I hope this isn't work related again. Okay, let me just go over and check chat. Alicia wants a read. Alicia. And you want the black deck. Okay, let me get you written down here. Okay, let me just go and check chat. I'm still not getting my chat. Okay, let me go back. Okay, there's Courtney. So sorry, Courtney. Yes. Courtney says it was years ago, but still good to know that they are together. Yes, they are. They are. Missy saying, spot on, Willow. Rose says, I can relate, Courtney. People minding my business. Spot on again. Yeah. They're trying really hard. You got to turn it around on them, Missy. I RR says I have to head out the door now. Thanks for everyone. You too. Have a safe rest of your weekend. They're trying really hard. Yeah. You got to turn it around on them, Missy. You got to start doing to them what they're doing to you, but do it a little bit more secretively and then just throw it at them. You know what I mean? She's, oh my God, Willow, you're so spot on. And I know it's intentional. Thank you, Willow. No work related. Okay. All right, I muted myself so you didn't have to hear me. Okay, so now my chat's back up. Hang on. Okay, there we go. That one just popped up. I don't have anything else but that one since the last one RR sent. Thank you, no work related. So it's not work. Thank God it's not work related this time. So let me just get a couple sips of coffee into me, you guys. Hopefully that calms my cough. Des, please text me your number so I can try to talk to you this afternoon. I love you, Willow, Nana, Missy. Okay, mention everyone. I have to tend to my father. Okay, you go take care of Daddy. Give him a big hugging kiss for me and let him know that we are all with you and praying for you. Des, please text Rose your new number. I don't know if Des is. I don't know if Des is still here, so I will message her right now for you. Oh my God. Text. Text, not test. Okay, I just sent her a message. Oh, okay. I just sent you a message, sis. One word, owes money for child support and not paying, so coming after me. I'm the bad guy. Oh boy. Losers, Missy. I just seen your chat on the other screen. I hate not having it right in front of me. Love you too, Rose. I caught you guys on my jet ski. Kate, are you out on a jet ski? Oh my gosh. How the hell do you have us on your jet ski? What if you fall off and get your phone wet and your earbuds or whatever, however you nut bar? Okay. Okay. Alicia. And Alicia wants the black deck. Okay, let's see what we got for you, Alicia. So if you want a mini, get it in during this read, you guys, or we are wrapping it up. And I think I'll pull a couple of the funny cards at the end of this, and then I've got to call Des. Oh, there it goes. It just fell. Luckily, it landed on my lap here. Let me grab it. Sea Beacon Fairy. Sea Beacon Fairy. This is telling me that somebody's about to guide you in some way. Let's see what that's about. And it's almost like when I get this, like with the sea beacon fairy, you see the rough waves. So I don't know if you're going through some troubling times right now, or there's an issue that's come up that you're trying to deal with. But I feel like with the sea beacon fairy, that's telling me that somebody's here to guide you. Somebody's about to guide you through something. Let's see what this is about. Well, there's the first one. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. So I feel like, see this? When I get this specific card, it's almost like somebody's dangling something in front of you, but it's always just out of reach. But I also got there's no need to fear. So that's a good sign right there. Okay, and there's two more. So we got the impossible things and such a curious dream. Okay, so this is the new perspective again coming out, and such a curious dream. I feel that one has come out in the past, and you guys seen me put them different places in the deck. They're coming out for a reason, okay? And they're not going to mean the same thing in every read because of what comes out and what the main topic of yours is. So right now, I'm getting somebody is about to come to your rescue. I feel like with the no need to fear, it's like people have offered to help you and then they've pulled back or they haven't followed through on what they had promised you. But I feel here with the no need to fear, I feel like something is finally going to come through for you. The impossible things, this is going to give you a new perspective. I think this is going to come from somebody that you least expect it to. And I've got such a curious dream. This is about returning to reality and, um, you know, coming home, going back to what you're used to. Oops. What am I doing? Okay, so the no need to fear. Let's get some clarification on this. Because I do got that somebody is coming to your rescue with the sea beacon. You know what a beacon is. It's those things that bob around in the water that lead you the right way, like away from rocks and everything, with the lights on them. I feel like there is somebody that is going to be coming to your rescue that is here to help you. They're going to steer you in the right direction. I'm going to give you a whole new perspective on things. Okay, let's see. No need to fear. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got the Two of Wands. This is about decisions finally being made. Look at that. The Two of Wands. This is a choice. So life is all about choices, right? So whoever this is that is going to help lead you in the right direction, it's almost like you got to stop the wondering. You got to finally make this decision. And I feel like the decision that you're going to be led to make is going to be the right one. Even though the other decision, like you got two choices here, even though this choice may be a little bit more profitable in the moment, in the long run, it's going to be this one. And I feel like you're going to be led to the right decision. I feel like you've been strung along for long enough. This may even have some traveling that goes with it. So I don't know if this person is going to be coming from afar or you're going to be going, but there is some traveling that is associated with this. So either this person's going to help you when you go, like say you're going to go on a vacation. You're going to meet this person there and they're going to help you, or they're going to come from the outside in to help you. But you are going to be led in a different direction. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at what direction you do choose. It may not make a lot of sense at the time, but in the long run, it is the best decision. I feel like there's been people that have been leading you astray. Look at the Justice in reverse. Somebody's there. See, somebody hasn't been taking accountability for what they've been doing. They can't be trusted. Things haven't been fair. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's going to be a new perspective and there's going to be something new offered to you. And I feel like you need to take it because up to this point, things have not been balanced. I feel like there's been a lot of dishonesty that has come your way. People being dishonest with you, maybe not telling you things exactly how they are. Really been unfair. And I feel like you've been the brunt end of that. I don't. There's usually manipulation with stuff like this, with the dishonesty, but I feel like this is just that person's character. So things that felt impossible in the past are going to be made available to you. Now, with such a curious dream, this is about finally returning to reality and chasing your own dreams. The death card. Okay, don't take this death card. A lot of people see the death card and they go, oh my God, I'm going to die. No, this is the end of something for something new to begin. You see this? See this? This is died off, and now you're going into a new beginning with the happiness. This is leaving things behind that no longer either are for you or benefit you. It's an end of a vicious cycle that you've been in. Okay. It's a new beginning and a new change. You've got to let go of the past. So, this beacon, this is somebody that's going to be leading you in the right direction. They're going to come to your rescue because I do feel like there's people that have been dishonest with you and leading you down the wrong path. And the injustice, again, this is the dishonesty. They're doing it for their own benefit because you were either saying or doing or giving, you were doing something that benefited them. So in order to keep you in this position that you're in, they had to be dishonest and everything, because if you moved up the ladder, then you may catch on to this dishonesty, these lies, these things that they were doing, the unfairness, right? And they were afraid of having to take accountability for what they did. So they're trying to keep you down here when you should be up here. That's all about to change. You're going to be leaving certain things behind, but what is coming in the near future for you is better than what you could have imagined. And there's going to be somebody, and I feel like it's going to be somebody that comes from afar, somebody that you least expect. Okay, so let's get a couple of the black cards on the black deck, and let's see what we got for you over here. Kisses. Unconditional loving. This is a giving and receiving affection and falling in love. A new relationship could be on the horizon. And this doesn't have to be like a sexual or, relationship like that. This is somebody who's going to truly care for you and your best interests. That's going to be coming into your life. So it does, coincide with this, with somebody coming in to help lead you and guide you in the right direction, where others have been kind of steering you away to keep you in this certain position, so you're still of use to them and you're more used to them than yourself. This new person coming in is going to lead you in the right direction. So that does coincide with it. Let's get another one, please. Whoa, there we go. Oh, you got two. Okay. Healing heart. See? Oh, you got three. There's three here. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship. So you're going to be freed from this. Okay? It is all coinciding here that you're going to be moving on to something bigger and better. Sabotage and rebuilding. See this? Somebody's been sabotaging you. And that's what I meant by over here. Somebody's been holding you back for their own benefit instead of pushing you forward to excel. Well, whoever this new person coming in is going to push you forward. They're not going to be the ones sitting here sabotaging you and lying and being deceitful and, treating things unfairly for their own benefit. This person coming in is going to push you forward. Wedding rings. This is a union, an everlasting promise. This doesn't necessarily have to mean a wedding, but this is somebody who is going to come in and help you, and they're not going to just come in and go, bang, here you go, and now leave. They're going to stay with you. Okay. Even if it's going to have to be sometimes maybe from afar, there's all kinds of ways of still communicating from afar. There's text, there's WebExes, there's whatever. But whoever this person is going to be the one that comes from afar. So watch for somebody coming either back. And I get that a lot when somebody that used to live in the area or somebody you used to be really close to has moved away and then they come back. Okay. I do feel them coming back, and they are going to help you while they're back, but I feel like they're not coming back to stay. So that's why I don't think it's like a relationship also that's going to form from this, or a union that way. I think there is going to be a connection that's going to continue, but it's going to be purely platonic. You know what I mean? Like a friendship, and this friendship is going to continue even when this person goes back to where they are normally from. But they're coming at the right time to help you. Yeah, don't let people take advantage of you, man. Because I feel from what I've gotten here is it's been so unbalanced because whoever this is or people that are doing this could be multiple because I feel like you wear your heart on your sleeve and you just give and give and give until you can't give no more. And these people just take and take and take and take and take. You know what I mean? Where they see you maybe rising up and moving forward in this direction, they're scared of that. They got to keep you over here because if you move over this way and you start figuring out what's been going on, you may not do what you've been doing for them. So, whoever this new person coming in that's going to bring you to the next level, Yahoo for you. Good for you. Nana says, are we having fun yet? Yeah, we're all going to get drowned with her if she falls off that. Good. Alicia, man, don't let people take advantage. Don't let people take advantage of you. You're much too pretty for that and much too smart. Okay, so let's pull some of these. If you do want one of these, put a 1 in the chat. They are free. And they're just fun cards that we do, usually at the end of the reads. If somebody does happen to come in and want to read while we're doing these free ones, I will do it. But I feel like the summertime is bad for people coming in wanting reads. Like everybody's gone away camping and gone on vacation. And now at the end of summer, they're closing up their trailers and cottages and stuff like that. Okay. Alicia. Here we go. Alicia. Who needs to give one when you can release them all? Take a deep breath and let your F's go. There you go, Alicia. That suits you right now perfectly. Perfectly. Right? I like that. Who needs to give one when you can release them all? Take a deep breath and let your F's go. I'm going to pull one for Des. I don't know if she's still here, but let's pull one for Des. Like a jelly donut full of peace. Find your effing center. There you go, sister. Got an F-bomb. Missy wants one. Okay, let's pull one for Missy. Just kidding, but seriously though. Seeking cosmic consciousness. That one sucked. I tried to get you an F-bomb, Missy. Let's pull one for Nana. Nana. Activate Permanta. The power of meow. I love it. Kate, we're going to pull one for Kate since she's on this jet ski ready to sink us all. Have a meditation staycation. Om, sweet om. Unspoken butterfly. Okay, we got to put these aside, you guys, for now, but we will pull them again. In between reads, I guess we will pull these. Unspoken butterfly. Hello, beautiful. Let me just get you written down here. Anything I need to know? Black deck. And you want the black deck. Okay, I got you. She is with that picture. I love that picture. Unspoken butterfly. Did you see? That's okay. Did you see the beginning? Because I feel you're using an iPhone, right? With your huge, generous donation you gave a couple weeks ago, I had checked because when I seen like on our creator studio, you guys wouldn't see it, but the creators that have a channel, you can go into your revenue and see what you're getting for each video and this and that after like a couple days. And when I went in and looked, out of the $300, well, the $299 that you sent, I got $140 of it. And it's because Apple keeps 30%. I showed it. If you go back to the very beginning of the video, today's video right here, go back to the very beginning, and I brought it up on screen. It was like, because all these creators are freaking out saying, okay, why is our revenue being cut and all this? iPad is Apple. So if you're on an iPad or an Apple iPhone, Apple takes 30% because it goes through Apple Pay. Do you have an Android for phone, or do you have an Apple phone? You can scroll back and look at the beginning of the video. Right off the hop, before YouTube even gets to take their 30%, Apple takes 30%. Then whatever's left, let me pull it up. I can show you again. Hang on, let me just get it up here. I was freaking out, and I sent it to all the ones that I know. Okay, let me just get it over here for a minute. Okay, here it is. Just before I do your read here. See right here. When a viewer sends a super chat using an iOS device, YouTube retains 30% of the revenue, and Apple takes an additional 30%. So here's how it works. Apple's 30%. Apple charges a fee for any in-app purchases made through the App Store, which includes Super Chats purchased on iOS devices like iPhones and iPads. YouTube's 30% then takes the standard 30%. So this is how they break it down. Example calculation for a $100 Super Chat on Apple, any Apple device. Apple takes the first 30%, which is $30. The remaining amount is $70. Then YouTube takes their 30%, which is $21. Creator's revenue, the creator receives the final $49. So on every 100, we only get $49 of it. That's why I said, if you've got, you got an Apple phone, paid with my Discover card. Yeah, see, they shouldn't, if you load, you said you don't have PayPal. I pay with my Discover card. See, they shouldn't be able to take anything if you're paying with a credit card, but they do. They take the 30% because they process it through the Apple Pay. I don't know how Apple works. I was going to get an iPhone this year when I could upgrade my phone, and Des said, do not get an Apple. And this is one of the reasons right here. So I passed this on to other creators, and they are freaking out because we didn't know this. See at the bottom here, for comparison, a super chat sent from a web browser or Android device only incurs the YouTube 30% fee, leaving the computer with 70%. So like if you go on your computer and you set up PayPal using your bank account or your credit card, it doesn't go through Apple. That's why I said, if people are going to make huge donations like that, I'd rather them send it through PayPal, because then I don't lose 60%. I mean, and I know you guys donating are doing it out of goodness in your heart, and you're expecting, us to get, like, we know YouTube takes 30, we know, but that's 30. But to find out that we're losing 60%, like, what does Apple do? So the creators are suffering. Yeah. So that's why I said it's better to set up without using Apple Pay. Set up like a PayPal account. Like even for reads, like you sent the $19.99 and the $4.99. So that's like $24.98. Out of that, I'm going to be lucky to get $6 because Apple takes 30% and then YouTube takes 30%. And then there's a tax. I think it's like 30 cents or something. It's not a lot, but still. Anytime you use Apple Pay, they take 30%. So, and then YouTube takes 30%. So we're losing 60. So like even on the mini reads, I instead of getting like say $19 because YouTube takes 30, I'm getting like $6 because it's 60% rolling over. Yeah, so see if you can't set up like a PayPal where it's connected to your bank account or your credit card instead of Apple. Because anything that goes through Apple, like the Apple Store, Apple Pay, they take 30%. I just wanted everybody that has Apple to know that. Like, and I was thinking, like, how am I going to get around this? Even for like mini reads, like I can't jack up mini reads just to be able to make $15 on a read because that's not fair to everybody else, right? So it's like, how am I fair to everybody? Like, what can I do? And I don't know. I don't even know. Get a post office box and get it all free. I had a post office box. I was thinking even e-transfers, but e-transfers are within the same country. Like you couldn't e-transfer me into Canada. It has to be within Canada, or like if you're sending an e-transfer, it has to be somebody within the US. If you're in the US, or if you're in Canada, you can only e-transfer others in Canada. The way they've got it set up, it's like, ugh. I had a post office box and nobody used it. So, and it was costing me $360 a year. So I got rid of it. Get a post office box and get it all free. I don't know how that would work. But yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's what was happening. So that's why I was saying, now I don't know if you set it up through PayPal, if it works the same way. I think it is if you send it friends and family. That's what you would have to do, is like set up a PayPal, like especially if you want to make large donations like that. And I appreciate it so much. It broke my heart when I seen that Apple took 30% of that right off the hop. And it's like, I wonder if she knows. So I wanted to tell you and let you know that if you did want to send large ones, maybe try and do it through PayPal, not use any of Apple's services because they automatically take 30%. Yeah, it's nuts. And I can see why people are saying now that they wish that there would be another platform like YouTube, another platform that they didn't pull this shit. You know what I mean? But I mean, even on another platform, it isn't YouTube doing it. It's Apple that's doing it for using their services. So like if you want to send somebody $100, it's going to cost you $30 or 30%. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's worse than interest rates on credit card fees. It's crazy. Like how can they justify keeping 30%? Right? Anyway, let's see what we got for you. Let's see. Let's hope we got a good one for you. Unspoken butterfly. My beautiful butterfly. That's what I'm going to call you. My beautiful butterfly. I love your picture. You're model material, girl. You wouldn't even have to do a thing. Just smile like you did right there for your picture. Okay, unspoken butterfly. What do we have for you? Let's see. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take... Oh, no, too many. There's like 5. If there was just the 3, I would have taken them all for you because you are such a sweetheart. Okay. Come on, unspoken butterfly. There's a lot you need to know. One of the 2. Unspoken butterfly. There's the main. Angel of Alchemy. This is a miracle. You got to be careful, though, with this card. See the black wings? You got to be careful with this card. Somebody's going to come in pretending to be your savior that has different intentions. Let's get some clarification on this. This can be that, or this could be something else. Let's see what comes out. But from what I'm seeing right now, it's that you got to be careful when this comes out because of the black wings. This usually means somebody's out to do something. Hang on. My throat is so dry. Okay, let's see. Clarify, please. Clarify. It can mean different things depending on what comes out in the clarifiers. There's one. Come on, be good. The right way. Huh. The right way. Don't kiss that frog. This is weird. Hang on. There is another one. No need to fear. Somebody dangled. Oh, this is coming together. See somebody dangling something in front of your face, and it's like they're just trying to get you closer so they can choke you out. This is going to be a be careful, and I'm going to tell you why. You seen what just come out when that this card has come out earlier, and it didn't mean the same as what I just got now. It's like, come here, a little closer. Ah, gotcha. You know what I mean? So, being that we got don't kiss the frog here, like he's not the prince you think he is. There's also a letter here. So, there's also some kind of, we're going to get clarification on that. I'm feeling here that somebody is going to try and, let's get one more. Somebody is going to try and deceive you because they need to get you closer for some reason. Hang on. Let's see. What's this? Law is not justice. Something that's not fair. Oh my gosh, girl. What is going on with you? So right away, we've got the Angel of Alchemy with the black wings. This is somebody who is going to try and act all sweet and innocent and okay. I get it. Look at, I'm going to start watching out for you. We got to take your feelings into consideration. Just give me a kiss and everything will be fine. This is a kiss of death. And I don't mean literally death, but this is somebody who's trying to manipulate. The no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Okay. Watch for this because this is somebody that is trying to get you close to them again or trying to get you to believe in them or trust them just so they can get you. Ha! Gotcha. And this here, law is not justice, right? This is about things not being fair. So I feel like somebody is about to get right pissed off at you because something is not going to go in their favor. So what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and manipulate you to get you back on their good graces just so they can get a gotcha moment. Now I gotcha. And this is going to flip it around. Somebody is doing something illegal also. Because this is about laws, not justice. This is about things that are happening that aren't fair. This is an imbalance in the legal system. You're going to have to be careful with this because this angel coming out here with the black wings, the Angel of Alchemy, this is somebody who's looking to benefit themselves at your expense. Okay, let's see the right way. There's going to be something in writing here. See the Nine of Cups. This is all about wealth. Somebody's concerned about their wealth. Somebody's also trying to shield their pride. It's like, I'm looking like a fool. So they're going to try and maybe fandangle you, schmooze you, because I don't know if you're bringing things out, bringing things to light that are not favorable to the frog, and they're concerned about it, maybe hurting their feelings a little bit, or people are starting to have a different opinion of them because of what's coming out. Okay, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Somebody's going to dangle something. Gotcha. Here it is. The King of Pentacles. This is a businessman. This is somebody who is all about business. This is a man that is concerned about not only his wealth, but about future money problems. This is also some kind of extortion or corruption. So either somebody's going to try and hide money from you, or somebody is going to do something that's going to cost you dearly. Be careful who you sign contracts and that with, because I feel like somebody's about to take advantage of you financially. Then we've got the Eight of Wands. This is a swift movement. Okay, the Eight of Wands is a swift movement. It's like you got to do something about this now regarding this injustice that's happening. You got to do this quickly before the arrows hit. Remember what I said here? Somebody's doing something. They're concerned about their money. They're concerned about their future wealth. They're going to dangle something in front of you. So this could be the money then. Somebody could be offering you something low, but they're hiding. They're hiding business transactions. They're hiding money. Very manipulative. With the Nine of Wands, with the law and justice here is telling me that you need to protect yourself now, because this is, if you don't, this is going to happen quick, and then you won't be able to fix it, and it's going to happen quickly. So if they can't schmooze you here and get you to do what they want you to do, or trust them again, then they're going to do this, and it's going to be quick. So if there's something financial that you're invested in, or have some kind of a financial investment, you got to protect it now. Give me one more, please. Oh boy, there's three. Okay. We got the Knight of Swords. This is a direct action. Somebody is not going to be very patient. So if they can't get you to go along with them right now, they're going to do this very quickly. And this is all about business, something with money and business. They're going to do this very quickly. They're going to change something. They're going to try and cut you out. They're going to try and take the money and hide it, or something with this, with the money and business crap. And then we got the Sun in reverse. This is a false positive. The Sun in reverse is telling me that somebody's lying to you. They're going to try and lie to you, to try and get you to maybe slow down, lay off a bit, so they can get certain things done behind your back before you notice them. Yeah. Very negative going on there. Okay, you wanted the black deck. Protect your assets and protect your money now, because I feel like there's somebody here that's about to try and flip things in their favor. And if you don't protect yourself now and make sure you got a hard copy, save somewhere, leave it with a friend, print everything out, leave it with a friend, because I feel like there's some kind of manipulation that's going to go on here, that they're going to try and hide something from you like it never existed. And then bang, you can have it here. So I see a lot of smooching going on, like, oh, come on, you can trust me, I'll never do this again. This is somebody who's very close to you. They're going to try and and this did not, that was from the last one, okay. They're going to get you to try and sign some kind of contract too. Don't sign anything. Do not sign anything. And make sure you've got all your investments, no matter what they are, if they're stocks, their bonds, their bank accounts, their property, their cars, their this, secure your shit, because somebody's coming after it, and they're doing it sneakily. And they're, at the same time, they're hiding their stuff. Healing heart, freedom from a toxic relationship, right? You'll get past this. You just got to do it carefully. Don't take people at their word so much, because somebody's schmoozing. Somebody's trying to schmooze you. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Hook up with your girlfriends, man, and get their opinion on shit. Because I feel like somebody's about to try and take advantage of you. And if you don't give in, and like, this is almost like second chance. Come on, second chance. And if you don't, bam, they're going to hit you. And I think they already have things in motion, what they can do to hide stuff or to destroy you financially. So you got to secure your shit now. If you're in business with, especially if you're in business with somebody, you got to get your share solid right now, safe. Because once they see that you're not going to fall for this bullshit, they're going to act quick. So get yourself on track, girl, and get things sorted and get your money and investments, bank accounts, everything secure that nobody can take it. Okay? Nobody can mess with it. Even if you got to open another bank account and move most of your stuff there to that account, like if you've got business and stuff like this and whatever, move it all there and just keep enough in your account that you have now, like to pay your, say, car insurance or mortgage or whatever it is that you got to pay, but keep the balance of your money somewhere else because I feel like somebody's coming after it. So that is for you, Unspoken Butterfly. You're very welcome. Kate Bell is back on shore. Thank the good Lord. Girl, you need to protect your assets. I don't know what this is all about, but somebody's coming for assets or somebody's going to try and take assets that are rightfully yours or that you deserve. Because I got the laws that aren't fair, something's going to happen that's going to be very unfair. I'm going to pull one of these for you too, Unspoken Butterfly. Whoops. Activate per mantra. The power of meow. We just pulled that one before the break. The power, know your power. Protect yourself. No matter what anybody is promising you, those promises can always be broken. Make sure you've got yourself protected. I told my sister the same thing years ago. Anyway. Okay. Anybody else want one of these before we wrap up? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Is anybody still here? We'll pull one for Kate Bell now that she's on shore. Peace. It starts with releasing the bullshit. Visualize a world peace. Right? That's it. Okay, I don't see anybody putting any in, so we're going to wrap it up, you guys. Going to wrap it up like I always do. Thank you guys who came in and got a read. I appreciate each and every one of you. I just want to make sure I've got everybody here. Yes. Okay. So thank you for those who have gotten a read today. I hope you've enjoyed your reads. I hope it's given you some things that you needed to hear. I don't know what I'm going to do this week. Somebody asked me to do a read. I think it was RR. Missy, you want one? I'm going to pull one for you. I think it was RR that wanted me to do a read on Bill Thompson and why he accepted this plea. Chakras, loaded and ready. Zen as F. Missy just got one, and I just got a snap again on my... Okay, I got to take a picture of this, you guys, and I'll show you what I'm getting. And then I lose my chat. Okay. So look at this. This is what I get. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't. It says something went wrong while displaying this web page. Error out of memory. Snap. That's what's happening on my live stream and that's what ruins it because then I don't get my chat coming up on my StreamYards, and I don't know why it's doing this. I have no idea why it's doing it. It's weird. Anyway, let's wrap it up before it snaps on me again. Thank you so much for coming and spending part of your Sunday with us and getting a read if you've got one. Thank you for coming and watching if you've just come to watch. Please make sure that you hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please give this video a like, and let's see what I can get into this week. I know somebody wanted me to read the Bill Thompson. I think I said that as to why he took this plea deal. with Brian Koberger, well, I may just do that. If enough of yous want it, we will do it. So until the next time, you guys, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye-bye for now.